Hey everyone, what's up? Newbie Snake here. How y'all doing today? I'm sorry for not being able to release this video right when the event came out about 24 hours ago. I was actually in the middle of a move and I finally got my internet to work and also finished setting up my computer and the usual recording setup. So I thank you all for your patience and the continual support. Really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get started, and there will be lots of information that I'll need to cover in this video. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the White Day event first. Okay, so this is the White Day event you're seeing right now. So for those of you who don't know what White Day is actually a day exactly 1 month after Valentine's Day for the guys to return the favor to the girls who have given them chocolates during Valentine's Day. All right, so for example, a month ago, we got the Valentine's Day event where, we received chocolates from Ino, Sakura, and Hinata, right? So if you're one of the lucky guys to have those chocolates, during White Day, which is 1 month after, it's your turn to return the favor to the girls by giving them gifts, okay? So this is what this is about. So White Day and Valentine's Day, this is like a cultural thing. Apparently this is not just this doesn't just happen in Japan. I read on Wiki that it happens. Yeah. By the way, I got my answer from Wiki. Yes. I just needed to make sure that whatever I'm talking about is correct, right? Anyways, yeah. So it apparently. There's this White Day thing also in South Korea, I believe Taiwan and China, maybe? I'm not too sure, guys. Anyways, let's get back on topic, all right? So this is why we're having White Day event. So for this White Day event, we're not only getting a mission, we're also getting the gacha, all right? So I'll explain everything about it to you guys. So let's take a look at the event first. So the event is much like the ranking mission. It comes with C rank, B rank, A rank, S rank, and Super S rank. Not too sure if they will have like the Super S rank where it costs 30 stamina, much like the ranking mission. Probably not. This is not ranked, by the way, guys. So this is not ranking mission at all. It's just similar to the format. And right now we have only 3 days left, okay, because it came out yesterday, about 24 hours ago, and it was like 4 days. So basically, for this event, it's just to celebrate White Day. And here are the prizes that you can exchange for, okay? So much like the ranking missions, you keep doing the event to rack up your points, okay? Once you have enough points, then you can trade for items in this item shop. To access it, check this out where my mouse is right now, the middle yellow button. This is the trading shop for this event only. So I don't think you can find this shop like through the usual trading shop, okay? So these are the things, okay? So I've gotten a lot of questions regarding these green cards and the yellow cards and stuff. So before I forget, let's talk about these, okay? I know some of you guys might have noticed on the very first page, if you take a look at the challenge, I believe you should have seen a lot of those cards here, but because I'm like ranking at like my ninja rank is at like 200 and stuff, I've completed all these like ages ago, so that's why I got all of them. Basically, for those of you who are wondering, these are just your titles, all right? They're introducing this new system, quote unquote titles, much like other games, like for example, One Piece Treasure Cruise. You get to pick a title. So take a look at the top left-hand corner where you see my name, Newbie. On top of that, you see this these bunch of Japanese characters, right? So that's your title, okay? That's a brand new thing they have introduced. So in order to change it, you click on Others, the seventh button, and then click on User Profile. Once you click on it, you see my profile right here. Basically my ninja rank, 224, my friend code right here. the leader skill of the leader I'm using, which is Naruto, and your profile. Sorry guys, I'm stuttering a lot today as well. Anyway, so here's where you change your title. Click on it. There are basically two parts. The green part where it has this Japanese character, it says up, that's your first part. And this is your second part, where my mouse is right now, second part and first part. So for example, I unlocked all these titles, right? Again, these are just meaningless just for show, but since a lot of you guys have been asking me questions, I will be showing you how to set your title and what they are. Okay, so for example, you all start with this one. This is Ninja School. All right, this is something off the Ninja School. So when you first started, where you guys all have the same title, which is a ninja student of Ninja School. That's your very basic title. Most of you guys should have that by default, but as you unlock different titles, you know, through ranking up your ninja ranks, or you know, trading for it during this event mission, then you get new titles. So for the example, this is the second one you get. This is Konoha. All right, this is Konoha Gakure, your village, your Konoha village. So if I just change the first one, it'll be the ninja student of Konoha village, basically. So if you want to change the second part, I have Chunin, Genin, and Jonin, right? So I'll be like Jonin of Konoha, or that means Jonin, it's like the highest grade of ninja, right? So you can be like Konoha village Jonin. So, or you can change it to like Sound Village, or like, you know, etc., right? Different village, or yeah, whatever. So really, these doesn't really mean anything. I believe the gold ones right here, if you click on it, you can only have it for the first part. All right, I don't even know what this means, but they are just like a rare type of title. So yeah, if you guys are into that, then just use it. Again, these are just meaningless stuff. I just, you know, put whatever, right? I just put whatever I like. So that's it. So that's the titles, guys. I hope that have, you know, cleared up lots of questions for you guys. If you guys still have questions regarding title, just feel free to comment down below, and I'll see what else I can provide you guys. All right, so let's go back to the event. So if you guys see these are your titles. So the yellow ones where you've seen earlier, these are the special titles. That's why they cost more, 3,000 roses each, roses meaning points. And then these only cost 1,000. Also, I'll show you how to read the Japanese kanji. If you see, you know, this letter like pointing up, that's your first part of your name. So these three point upwards, right? You see this pointing thing. Imagine this is your index finger, and that's your thumb or whatever, and that's your arm. So that points up. That's your the first part of the title. When it points down, as you can see, the finger, index finger points down now. That's the second part of your title. So the first part, example, Konoha villages, and second part, Konoha villages Jonin, or whatever, right? This means artist right here. The second one, this is for Deidara, all right? So yeah, just so you guys know why the letters look different. What points up means that's the first part, pointing downwards, that's the second part. Green cards, yellow cards are all titles, all right, guys? They do absolutely nothing. So just letting you guys know, if you guys don't want to farm or grind too much, just use your points and prioritize in exchanging for Itachi and these ninja gear, as well as, you know, ninja stone, dude. We have like 30 times. So if you guys have like 300k points, you guys can actually get 30 gems, guys. That's actually quite good. So yeah, and the one over here, this ninja scroll, this is the all ninja scroll. So that means it's for every type of jutsu. So regardless of what jutsu your ninja uses, this will have a 100% guarantee rate to rank up both skill 1 and skill number 2, and you can trade for 5 of these only. So once you have finished trading 5, this will be gone. This will be blacked out. All right. So these are all your prizes. I'll show you each of them one by one in a second. So Uchiha Itachi, I already got one. The first one you get, it's only 10,000 roses. The other ones will cost you 20,000. All right. So the reason why you get to trade for 10 more, as you can see where my mouse is so you can actually feed it to your first Itachi. So it will increase his Nindo level. Nindo again means the way of the ninja. But anyways, Nindo is there, so your stats, your overall stats will be increased. Okay. And also once this will last for 19 days. 19 days being you can still decide what to do with your points for 19 days. But the event will end in 3 days. Okay. So let's say after 3 days, you cannot farm for any more points after that. It's just that you can, still be indecisive and think of where to spend your points. All right. So make sure you spend them. And these are all the ninja gear right here, the roses and the 3 suits. Okay. I'll go through each of them with you guys in just a second. I just want to make sure I have covered everything. Right here, this is pretty good. This is the event special 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket. You can only trade it once. I already used mine. Basically what it has is it has the 1,000 puppets Sasori. It has, well, actually I'll go through that with you in a second. So last 3 prizes you can exchange for. It's the Monkey King, 30 times again. Rock Lee's training gear. Well, training enhanced material 30 times, and gold. You can have 50k gold, and that's infinite amount of times. So if you guys are lacking in gold and you have like a lot of points to spend, then sure, why not go ahead. But it's pretty useless if you guys already, like for those of us who already have a lot of coins. Okay. So yeah, let's go, and I'll talk about the event rules or what will boost your points, etc. All right. And then I'll go through the items with you guys. The reason why I'm doing it like this is it's related to the event gacha ticket. Okay. So for example, like for our reference, you guys saw that we needed 1,000 points to trade for that event special gacha ticket, right? 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket. So these guys right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are the available guys that can come out of that ticket. I forgot if you can actually get the newest Sasori and Deidara. I forgot, like seriously, but you can definitely get one out of these 5. I remember it's probably only these 5. So I was unlucky. I got Sasori. I actually really wanted 1,000 Puppet Sasori or Itachi, obviously, but I couldn't. So anyways, you guys can try your luck. I definitely suggest you spending 1,000 roses and just getting that ticket. You can only trade it for once and then get just 1 out of 5. All right. So that's pretty fair because regardless of what you get, they will help increase your points this time. Okay, so if you guys have seen my previous video on the ranking mission, you guys should already know how this works. Basically, these are the units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These 11 units will help you, give you an advantage in gaining points. So for example, I'm just making the numbers up. If let's say you get 100 points by completing the Super S rank mission at the end of the mission, if you have, let's say, Deidara, all right, or Itachi, if their Nindo level is at 0, they will give you 2 times your points. So instead of just getting 100 points, now I'll get 200 points. All right, or 200 points on the side, and plus your 100 point, that means you'll end up getting 300 points. I think that's how it's calculated because every time I get a pop-up window, so I think it's 2 times the points on the side as a bonus. So these are the bonus add-on. So you get your 100 points regardless, and then you get bonus 200 on top. All right. So Nindo level, if you're between level 1 to 3, you get 2.2 times. If you're between 4 to 6, 2.4 times. 7 to 9, 2.6 times. If your Nindo level is at 10, it gives you 3 times, okay? And we're talking about these 6 units only. And again, for those of you who don't know what Nindo level is, really simple, is what their level is when you feed the same units to them. So let's say for example, if I have 1,000 puppet Sasori and I have 10 extra 1,000 puppet Sasori and I feed it all to him, his Nindo level will be at 10 out of 10. So much like leveling up your skills, okay guys, you can check it in your character profile. I will once again try to point that out to you guys later for those of you who don't know or who are newer to this game, okay? So moving on, these 3 units, they will give you higher advantage. So if you have Ino, Sakura, or the newest ranking rewards Naruto, you get 3 times at Nindo level 0. At Nindo level 1 to 3, you get 3.5 times, and 4 to 6 you get 4 times, 7 to 9 4.5 times, and at Nindo level 10 you get 5 times, okay? And in order to get the Naruto, you would have to be placed in the top 5,000 from the previous ranking mission. And for these 2 new units, you need to have those referral gacha tickets, which I have none, so I couldn't get them at all. So yeah. And finally, these are the newest gacha exclusive units, only for the White Day. So these are the White Day exclusive gachas, and I'll show you guys in a moment. But anyways, if you guys are lucky and you guys happen to get Deidara or Sasori, you get 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 10 times respectively, all right, depending on their Nindo level. So I hope that clears it up for you guys, and these are there to give you the advantage for this current White Day event. So you get more points for having them. If you don't have any of these, then just grind harder, grind for a longer period of time, all right? So that's how you make it up. And this time, apparently, they can actually stack, okay? So they can stack. It's different from the previous event. Previous event, I'm pretty sure you cannot stack because I did have my Kakashi and Minato, but I'm not too sure. Maybe my math sucks, but it didn't feel like it stacked at all. But this time it stacks, and it even says it down below right here. So for example, they give you an example. If you have this Deidara right here, it's 4 times, right? And also Sasori 4 times. So what it does is it will be, for example, over here where my mouse is, Sasori 4 times plus Deidara 4 times equals 8 times. So they're gonna add all your characters that have a special bonus and then times it by that number. So if let's say you're taking a team of Itachi, 1,000 Puppet Sasori, Minato, and Deidara at Nindo level 0, it'll be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 8. It'll be 8 times for the bonus. If let's say you only get 100 points for doing the Super S rank, it'll be 8 times 100, meaning you get 800 points on top of what you're getting. All right. So it makes sense, right? So if you guys are, gonna lucky enough to get these characters, or even make a really good team that works out for you guys to complete the Super S rank, then go for it, because all of your units will give you a special bonus. Okay. So that's it. Let's move on. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And yeah. And if I forget something, also feel free to comment down below, because there are just lots of stuff to cover. And I'm so sorry. I apologize in advance if I stutter or just, don't even know what I'm saying and stuff, because I just want to keep on covering as much as I can. All right. And trying to deliver this ASAP to all of you guys. Okay. So let's go on to the rewards that we will be getting. And then I'll move on to the gacha. Okay. So we talked about the units being able to stack, the advantages, and then now we're on to these things, okay? So this is, obviously the main character that you guys, that we are all aiming for. It's not too hard to get them, actually. 10,000 points is not that hard. So yeah, So just keep trying to get him. I believe he is the best unit comparing to Deidara and Sasori because of his stats and his skills and stuff. So let's take a look at Itachi. And right now, check out where my mouse is, especially for those of you who are newer. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, yeah, newer to this game. This is the Nindo level right here. Nindo level is where it is. It's 0 out of 10 right now, right? So in order to increase this level, you'll need to feed the exact same unit to him, so it will become 1. And then if you feed a second one to himself, that will become 2. Okay, so you need to feed 10 of himself to him in order to make it 10 out of 10. And when you gain 1 Nindo level, your HP, attack, and defense will be increased by about like 100 to 130 for each Nindo level. Okay, so roughly you get 1,000 plus for each stats, only HP, attack, and defense when you're at Nindo level 10. Okay, makes sense? Okay, so for skill number 1, it's a Sharingan type. Skill number 2, it's a miscellaneous or no type jutsu. Skill number 1, the trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 75. What it does is it'll deal 7% plus 1,000 damage to a single target enemy. Okay, so it's pretty okay-ish, not too bad, but not like the strongest. And the second part is if your enemy happens to be in the Genjutsu status, you deal 2 times the damage to them. All right, so that's actually really good. So 7% plus 1,000 damage times 2. So, and you might be wondering how to get your opponent to be in the Genjutsu status. Then this is the second skill. Second skill, trigger speed is fast and chakra cost is 55. What it does is it'll debuff a single target's attack by 80%. That's extremely huge. I don't think we've seen this number before, guys. What's the highest amount? I think you decrease your enemy's attack by 50%. I think that was the highest. But yeah, right now you decrease their attack by 80%, but only single target enemy. If it's the enemy's whole team, dude, this guy will be insane. Anyways, there's a certain percentage that you put your opponent in the Genjutsu status as well as the Charmed status, okay? Because our boy Itachi looks way too awesome. So you put your opponents in a Charmed status, okay? So once they're in the Genjutsu status, you'll deal 2 times the damage for skill number 1. And this is not the only skill that will put your enemies to the Genjutsu status. Like, let's say other versions of Itachi actually has that skill as well. I mean, has the ability to put your opponents into Genjutsu status as well as all the other units, okay? As long as a unit can put your opponent into Genjutsu status, then it will trigger the condition for skill number 1, okay? So moving on to excuse me. Wow. Sorry guys. I had some sweet juice earlier, so that's why I keep on trying to cough and stuff like that and keep on trying to stop it. Sorry. All right, let's move on. Leader skill, it buffs all the black attribute units. It will buff their maximum HP, attack, and agility by 20%. Okay, and ability number 1. Okay, this is one that I am not 100% sure that you guys might have to comment down below and let me know what the real deal is. Okay, I tried to translate, but I might be wrong because this is some hardcore stuff that if you get one word wrong, it'll be all wrong. Okay, so I'll try my best, and if I'm completely wrong, just please let me know down below, and I'll I don't know, and then you guys can read the comments to let me know what's the correct answer. Okay, so basically my first understanding is as long as your team has a unit from Akatsuki, your attack, defense, and agility will be increased by 10%. And then also there's a quotation meaning yourself included. So I don't know how good that translation is, because if what I said is true, then they wouldn't really need to have this quotation, because it means including himself, right? Because your team will definitely have himself in the team in order for this to happen. And if he includes himself as the only Akatsuki member, then his attack, defense, and agility will be increased by 10%, right? So what I'm thinking is true is for each Akatsuki team member in your team, your attack, defense, and agility will be increased by 10%. I think that's more correct. I think. All right. I might be wrong, but someone please verify for me, because I don't have a lot of Akatsuki members. So yeah, or my math just sucks. So sometimes I can't really tell if the attack, defense, and agility is really be increased. Okay. So one way to test it out is bring a team full of Konoha village guys, except for Itachi, and then, do your usual damage, etc. And then next one, just let's say put 1,000 puppet Sasori or your exclusive pain or whatever, and then test your Itachi skill again. Okay, so I don't have time to test it yet. I think I at least have 4 Akatsuki member. Like, now that I think of it, I have Kisame already, right? And then I have like 2 versions of Itachi. I can make a team with 4 Akatsuki members. So yeah, but at least if you guys have the time, or you guys just have the correct answer right away, please let me know down below, and then I'll confirm it. So I think it is for each Akatsuki team member in your team, your attack, defense, and agility will increase by 10. And in that case, your max is what, 4? No, your max is 5, including your friend. But I don't think they'll include friends. So maybe maximum 40% up. That will be pretty good ability number 1, to be honest. At first, I didn't think it was good, but now that I think about it, it's actually pretty good. So ability number 2, there's a certain percentage to dodge a skill attack. So much like version 1 Kakashi and version 1 fourth Hokage, there's a chance to dodge skills, so it'll deal 0 damage to you. And also, second part, there's also another chance that after every action, your HP will be decreased by 10%. Okay, so that's per turn basis. Okay, I mean the chance to trigger. It's not like once it triggers, it will always minus your HP by 10%. So that's it. That's Itachi, and just take a look at his HP, attack, defense. Not too bad, right? For a farmable unit, this is actually pretty good. And look at the agility, 148, not bad at all. This unit is pretty good. The cost is 30 though, so it's more for veteran players. If you guys are really low in ninja rank, you guys might have trouble trying to put him into your team. Okay, and let's move on to the ninja gear. The first ninja gear is pretty crazy. This is the 5 stars roses. Basically what it does regularly is for Sharingan skill type damage, it'll be increased by 30%. The unique effects, meaning if you equipped it to Itachi, probably, the Sharingan skill damage will be increased by 60%. Okay, 60%. And after every action, your HP will be recovered by 10%. So if, let's say, unfortunately, your ability number 2 triggers, where your HP is decreased by 10%, this thing will recover by 10% anyway. So, wow. Cool stuff, right? Anyways, moving on. 5 stars, black suit. The regular effect is if your opponent uses Sharingan damage, it will be... the effect will be less on you. Sorry, I'm just trying to translate on spot right here. So yeah, let's say if they deal 1,000 damage to you, then maybe it'll minus 100 damage. I don't know. I'm just making it up because it just says small amount. So it'll prevent your opponent's Sharingan damage from dealing full damage. It will just lessen the damage dealt to you. Okay, and also it'll buff your own Sharingan damage by 10%. And for unique ability, I mean unique effect, meaning you have to equip it to a certain someone, maybe Itachi as well. Your own. Okay, wait. This one is different too. Your opponent's shutting in damage is halved. All right. So if let's say they deal 100 damage, it'll only deal 50. It says halved, and also your own shutting in damage will be increased by 20% instead of 10. And also, this is crazy. You will not be bind. All right. So you cannot be bind. So that's pretty good. So second suit, I believe this is Deidara's suit. What it does is it'll lessen the damage dealt from your enemy's secret type damage, and it'll also boost up your own secret type damage by 10%. And special effect, meaning if you equipped it to Deidara, you will let's see. Okay, your opponent's secret type damage will be halved, and then your own secret type damage will be increased by 20%. And then you will not be paralyzed at all. And finally, we have Sasori's suit. This is the purple suit. For regular guys, all weapon type damage will be lessened, and it will increase your own weapon type damage by 10%. But if you equipped it to Sasori, the unique effect is that incoming weapon damage from your enemy will be halved, and your own weapon damage will be increased by 20%. And also, no poison will have effect on you. So poison effect does not happen. Okay, so that's the 4 ninja gear for you guys. And I believe that's pretty good so far. And I think that's all I really have to say for this event. Yeah, before that, let me just go into the details with you before I go into the gacha, all right? So let's take a look at my team, guys. Okay, so yeah, I'll just give you guys the tips for this as well, so I don't have to make a second video on this, because I don't think I will. I'm not too sure. I think you guys will be able to, do this without any problems, okay? So let's say for the Super S rank mission, the 3 requirements are the following. You need to complete the final battle within 70 turns. You cannot have anyone die on your team, including your friend, and also achieving an S rank rating, okay? And there are a total of 3 battles. For the first battle, you'll probably be fighting 5 sound ninjas, and they are afraid of Sharingan, fire type, and secret type. Okay. And for the second battle, exact same people, 5 sound ninjas, Sharingan, secret type, and fire type. And finally, sometimes Kabuto will come out, sometimes he won't. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, yep, so sometimes he comes out, sometimes he doesn't. And if he comes out, then he will replace the 5th ninja, all right? But if he doesn't come out, it'll be the exact 5 sound ninja again, but they will be like extremely strong. So they're really annoying. Yeah, this is actually a pretty hard mission if you're trying to use like full on like the units that they said that will give you more points, okay? If you're using like a full team with those guys, it's gonna be hard. Anyways, yeah, so if Kabuto comes out, he's afraid of Sharingan and weapon type damage. He is strong against fire type, wind type, electric type, earth type, and water type. So fire, water, earth, wind, electric. And then the following 3 are absolutely useless to him. Healing type Jutsu, unique type ability, and Genjutsu, all right? And one thing I need to mention to you guys, for those of you who don't have Naruto or who hasn't found out yet, remember on the previous video when I introduced you guys to this Naruto, the Nine Tails Naruto, I said that he will deal a flat 7,000 damage, right? And also I said he will actually neglect the opponent's defense / resistance, right? So after using him a bunch, I can confirm that this is pretty OP, like the first part. Not only does he, neglect the defense of your opponent, he actually deals the same flat damage to any opponents, regardless if they are weak or strong against unique type ability or even immune. All right. Before the Kabuto event, I didn't know about this because I tried it on units that are strong against unique type ability, and it still dealt the same damage. But then this event came along and Kabuto was supposed to be totally immune to unique type, right? This Naruto actually, negates that as well. So regardless of your opponent's defense or whatever type, or being strong against or immune to unique type abilities, he'll deal the same damage. So if you guys don't have him, then find a friend who has him and then use him. All right. He is awesome. Okay. That's just one thing I'd like to point out. Anyways, so my team for this mission is the following. I tried my best to use all of the units that they have recommended to give you points, but sometimes I do fail the Super S rank mission. So if I get unlucky, I fail. So far I've wasted like 40 stamina because I failed twice, not consecutively, but randomly I've just failed twice in total. So I was like, what? Originally I have put Minato, Naruto, Sasori, and Deidara, all right, the old ones, because I haven't pulled yet at all for this gacha. So I have Sasori, Deidara, Minato, and Naruto. And if I use Friends Naruto, usually pretty good. I can clear it, no problem. But if I use Friends Madara, usually I end up getting myself killed. So my safest bet is having 2 Narutos, 1 Minato, 1 Sasori, and I just replaced my Deidara with Tsunade. I've tried it out with different characters, but I think that a healer will work the best because every time I get to the 3rd battle, my health gets super low and I just get wrecked hard. So I needed Tsunade. So even though I'm missing, let's say, 2 times the points or whatever, I rather have 20 stamina well spent than gambling it and losing out. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys don't have Naruto, don't worry. If you guys don't have Minato, don't even worry about it. He doesn't really do much for this event. In terms of fighting ability wise, he does give you 2 times the points, right? But if you guys don't have him, you guys have a lot more choices. Just match what Kabuto is not strong against, even if it's Sage, Jutsu, or whatever he's not strong or weak against. As long as it's neutral, it will deal damage to him, right? I'd suggest using AoE. If you guys have Jiraiya, maybe use Jiraiya. I'm not too sure if Kabuto will be immune to Jiraiya's ability because it's Genjutsu, right? But again, it's a toad or frog Genjutsu, so maybe it'll work. But if not, then use Madara. Madara is actually really strong in this ranking mission, event mission. But sometimes I fail because Madara uses a lot of chakra, and it usually takes him 2 turns to charge up, and by then my team has died. So that's why I don't really, I can't really rely on him. But if you guys don't have Madara or Naruto, use someone who deals AoE damage, like a good AoE damage. I believe Pain will be pretty good too. But I believe you also need some chakra reduction item to reduce his chakra cost as well. So yeah, basically, let me show you guys the ninja gear, like what ninja gear I use. Yeah, but I was saying basically it's pretty simple. For both the first battle and the second battle, I just use my Naruto and my friend's Naruto to burst those guys down. So just 2 hits, they will all die. So that's how I go through battle 1 and battle 2. And battle 3 comes, just try to survive and just kill them all. All right. If you guys don't have Naruto, again, don't worry. Use Madara or Pain or Jiraiya. Those should work because they have really high damage. So let's take a look at my ninja gear. So this right here, I believe size picture book will be really great for you guys, because during the third battle they like to paralyze your units a lot, and that really frustrates me. I tried using all the other items. You know, for example, for the first 2 turns, no negative effects will affect you and stuff like that, but it didn't work out well, so this is pretty good. And if you guys have Naruto, I would suggest using the Anbu mask, because it will increase your agility by 40% and your chakra cost will be decreased by 5%. So you don't need any attack increase item because he deals flat damage, so your attack stats does nothing at all, like I tried. Anyway, secondly, this is the best item I have for those of you who have Gaara's Kazekage headgear. Definitely use that, because that will buff the unique type skill damage by 30% instead of just the weak 20%, right? And the chakra cost decreased by 9%. And then I have Minato, right? I'm just using his wife's frying pan. Attack increased by 80%, and then his special kunai chakra cost decreased by 9%, and Sakura's chocolate. He'll recover health by 3% after every turn, and attack increased by 20%. I'm just using him as a full-on damage dealer. And over here, basically size picture book, and chakra cost decreased by 6%. That's the main thing you'll be using Tsunade for. And also worth mentioning is Ino's chocolate, because I needed that agility increased by 20%, so I can heal my team. And chakra recovered by 3%. Finally, Sasori. I have, for the first 5 turns, poisonous effect will have no effect on Sasori, but my attack damage will be decreased by 10%, but it doesn't really matter because I'm just using him as a support character to buff my team's defense and dodge rate by 50%. And then, why isn't it charging? That's weird. Okay. Anyways, chakra decreased by 6%, and we're using the ninja manual. Attack, defense, and agility increased by 30%. And finally, Hinata's chocolate. After every action, HP will be recovered by 3%, and defense increased by 20%. So that's it. And sorry, that actually took quite long. I should have probably made a second video on that. I'm so sorry, guys. I just don't want to forget about things. I just want to include everything in one video for you guys. So yeah, that's it for this event. If I'm missing anything, then let me know down below and I'll try my best to help. And now let's move on to Gacha, all right? So this video is probably half done already. Let's move on to Gacha right now. So right now, again, this is the White Day event, and it's the same as previous. They are doing this, fever bar thingy. It starts off with 80%, and in order to increase it to 100% or increase it to however many percent you want, you need to do polls. Okay, so for a 3 stars unit, it will increase your bar by 4%. Excuse me, wow, sorry guys, lots of gas, air, etc. in my lungs. Or no, sorry, that's biologically wrong information. Sorry guys, never mind, whatever, let's move on. So for a 4 stars and 5 stars gacha unit, you will get 2% instead. Okay, so yeah, so anyways, after you made your fever bar to 100%, there will be a guaranteed 5 stars character that will come out for sure. Okay, that's the usual rule, but this time it's a bit different. Okay, take a look at the second page. If you happen to get your fever bar to 100%, and once you do a multi-poll, all right? And guys, for those of you who don't know, once you get your fever bar to 100%, you have to do a multi-poll in order to trigger your fever bar, okay? Lots of you guys, keep on messing up. You guys, get your fever bar to 100%, and then you forget that you don't have any gems to do a fever a multi-pull. All right, the next multi-pull you do will have a guaranteed 5 stars character. Okay, not a YOLO single pull. So anyways, once you have it at 100% fever bar, the next multi-pull you have this time will guarantee you a Sasori or a Deidara, guys. That's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, it says right here. Once your fever is maxed, guarantees your Deidara and Sasori. Okay. And I don't think I made that up because it's written right here. If you guys don't get it, please complain to the company. Okay. So yeah, and all these other guys are just, the old units, so I don't have to really explain to you guys about them. I just need to go through Deidara and Sasori with you guys. Okay, so take a look. The cost is 28. Art's pretty okay, right? I just realized there's this skull thingy. Okay. HP 7k, defense 5.9k. What? And agility 135. So this guy is kind of weak, all right, for an event unit. Pretty weak in terms of stats. I believe Sasori has like almost the same stats, so not too great. But again, stats aren't everything in this game. You gotta take a look at skill number 1, number 2, ability, leader skill, etc., etc. All right, so let's take a look at skill number 1. Skill number 1, secret type technique. Trigger speed is normal. Chakra cost 70. What it does is it'll deal 5% plus 1,000 damage to the enemy's whole team. That's actually pretty okay damage, not too bad. It's kind of like the old pain, right? Not the EX pain, I know. Anyways, 5% plus 1,000 damage to the enemy's whole team, and it's secret type technique too. So that's going to be really awesome for this current White Day event. All right, so second ability, no type, miscellaneous type skill. Chakra cost 55, trigger speed fast. And what it does is it'll boost your own agility by 20% and also boost your secret type skill techniques by 70% the damage. All right, secret type damage by 70%. Abilities, leader skill for all secret type skill damage, it's increased by 20%. For ability number 1, it's the same as Itachi. This will be the same for Sasori as well. I believe, again, for every Akatsuki member that's in your team, your attack, defense, it's only attack and agility will be increased by 10. So it's not nowhere near as great as Itachi. But again, I mean, right? No one's even near as great as Itachi because he's awesome. But yeah, so attack and agility only, including himself, okay? The boost, I mean. Anyways, ability number 2, for the first 3 turns, secret type skill damage increased by 70%. Again, only happens for the first 3 turns of each battle. So not too great, right? The only thing that's really good about him is probably his first skill. So that's probably why I didn't really roll again. I just wanted Itachi. Okay, Sasori, actually, the stats are even worse. Missing about 2k in damage and only increased 1k in defense. Okay, pretty uncool. And also what's uncool about him is he deals multiplier damage. Like, what? Okay, they still do that? Okay, he deals 7 times the attack damage to a single target enemy. And but what's cool is there's this percentage to put your enemy into immense poison status. Okay, so not just a regular poison status, but a really strong poison status. So maybe each turn it'll deal a lot of damage to them afterwards. Maybe that's why it's strong, okay? Because again, for those of you who are newer to the game, multiplier damage, you actually need to take in a lot of your enemy's defense into calculation. So if they have really high defense, then your attack will, like your damage will be really small, okay? It's probably really minimal damage, maybe like 2k or something. But for like 5% plus 1,000 damage, or what not like those percentage damage. They always deal similar, a consistent kind of quote unquote flat damage thingy. So if let's say my Sage Mode Naruto usually deals around 10k, he deals around 10k to anyone regardless of their defense. But for these guys, for the multiplier damage, they deal high damage to like low ranking guys, let's say C rank, B rank, A rank, etc. But for like super S rank guys, when they have high defense, you usually deal like really tiny damage to them, unless you first like lower your enemy's defense, right? So yeah, that's the downside to it. Anyways, let's move on to the second skill. Second skill, chakra cost 40, trigger speed fastest. I forgot if I went through this one. The trigger speed for this one is normal, okay? And it's a weapon type skill damage. Second skill is also a no type skill damage. I mean skill. Sorry guys, it's late for me. I am confused. All right, so let's go on. Single target. What it does is it'll debuff a single target enemy's defense by 70%. Okay, so that makes sense. The skill number 2 complements skill number 1. So once you decrease your opponent's skill defense by 70%, then your skill number 1 will probably be really strong. So just make sure you do this first and do this. And again, it's pretty good because the chakra cost is 40 here. Chakra cost for skill number 1 is 60. That means they combine to make 100. So that means you do not need to waste another turn just to charge up your chakra to deal damage. You can debuff them right away, then hit them the next turn, like right away. And this trigger speed is fastest, meaning you do it like right away. It's like auto attack speed, and then you can just use skill number 1, right? So that's pretty good. You guys can try it out if you guys have him. I don't think I will be getting him. I don't think I'll be polling at all. I'm saving my gems for the next Super Ninja Festival. All right. Ooh, it's March 12th, so maybe in 3 days we'll probably have a Super Ninja Festival. I'm not too sure, but usually it's about the time, since this event is gonna last for 3 days, right? So yeah. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Also, there's this percentage to paralyze your enemy. Okay, so not only does it decrease your enemy's defense by 70%, it also will cause them to be paralyzed. There's a chance, okay? Leader skill for weapon type and magnetic type skill. Their skill damage will be increased by 20%. Okay, magnetic type skill damage is, for example, the regular Sasori. He uses magnets, okay? Well, yeah, puppets, but that's how he controls them, right? The magnetic chakra. Okay, ability number 1, same condition as the new Deidara and the white day Itachi. What it does is for each Akatsuki member on your team, it'll increase his attack and defense by 10%, himself included. So you have minimal 10%. Okay, ability number 2. For the first 3 turns, weapon type skill damage will be increased by 70%. So again, he's much like Deidara, pretty okay-ish. Not too strong, not like the lowest class, but pretty okay. But definitely not cool for, not good, I should say. He's pretty cool, but not good for exclusive like units for special events. Much like the New Year ones, right? Anyways, so that's his art. One thing I noticed is kind of different. It's his eyebrows. Take a look at it. It's kind of orangey right here and thick. All right. So I believe that's it, guys. So last thing on my list is the Kunoichi event, guys. Actually, before revealing the winners, let's take a look at the double campaign. So right now they're having the double campaign open again, I believe, for about 2 days or so. It's 2 days and 23 hours, exact same time, same end time for the White Day event. It's for Rock Lee and for Kukazu. Wait, did I say his name wrong? No, I forgot, guys. Anyways, for these two guys, for this, it's Kakuzu, right? Yeah, okay, whatever, guys. Anyways, for him, you guys can, get as many money items as you can to sell. And for Rock Lee, you can get as much, as many enhanced material as you guys want as well. And there are no time limit for 3 days, so you guys don't have to wait for like 8 hours after doing each mission. You guys can just keep doing it for 3 days. All right. So I thought I'd mention to you guys because since you guys will probably be rolling for the gacha and then obtaining the Itachi to get more what was I gonna say? That 10% battery just totally throw me off. Anyways, yeah. So you might need those enhanced material to increase your levels. Okay. So finally, before my phone dies, I'll talk about Kunoichi event. So the Kunoichi event, we talked about like voting for your favorite waifu. It's finally out, and here is the result, or here are the results. So apparently, the company decided to make the top 4. All right, make the top 4 winners. The new 5 stars tickets for us. 5 stars units for us. So instead of just handing us the top 3 members of this list as our 5 stars units, our new 5 stars unit, they have decided to give us the top 4. So probably because even the developers themselves want the 4th one to be included, because or else we'll be getting the exact same people. All right. And also on the second notice, they have actually noticed a lot of people making duplicate accounts on Twitter just to vote for their favorite Kunoichis. So I think they have dealt with those votes as well. A lot of people have been making duplicate accounts. I'm not too sure if they actually dealt with them or they counted their votes, because I didn't take too much time into translating it, but they have noticed it and were saying something about it too. So I believe, that's why Sakura is number 1, probably because a lot of Sakura fans cheated and put her at number 1, because I'm pretty sure Kushina was like 1,000 votes above Sakura, like at the last day too. So anyways, Sakura sniped the first spot from our favorite Kushina. That sucks. But Kushina is still, listed on top 3. So that's cool. She's number 2. We're going to get her as well. And then Hinata, guys. Hinata beat the 4th one, which is Temari. All right. So we're also getting Temari. 5 stars Temari for the first time. So that will be interesting. She'll probably be using wind type G-suit. And I can't wait. And I really hope this Hinata will be good. So far, for us Hinata fans, the 5 stars Hinatas have been pretty bad. Like, I gotta say, Hinata was not the strongest. So, I don't know. If you guys are interested, Tenten's ranked 5. Rin, ranked 6. Conan at 7. Tsunade at 8. Ino is 9th. And Fu at 10. And the female Pain is at 11, Mei at 12, and this Ambu girl, I forgot her full name, at 13, and Doyoya, I believe that's her name, the Sound Ninja girl, at 14th, who always swears, I remember that, and Hanabi, Hinata's sister, at 15, and Karen at 16, okay, and the reason why I laugh is because I keep getting those 4 stars ticket of Karen, right? We all know we hate her in this game, at least. And then who is the Black Zuchi? I don't know what this is. And then 18th is Mabui, the one I voted for, 18th. And Kunoichi at 19, 20 it's Yugito. I actually don't know. And Choba, our favorite Choba, it's ranking at 21. And Shizune at the 22nd spot, and then Anko. Oh man, Anko has like no fans at all. She's ranking at 23rd, and Karui at 24. I don't even know who Karui is. So that's it, guys. That's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Sorry again, this is really long one, but it has to be done. And I apologize if you guys didn't like the fact that I've combined, that super S rank tips into this video. I just thought I'll do it before I forget. But I'm sorry, guys. You know, please still give me a like down below and not dislike, because I dislike the dislikes, guys. Anyways, whatever, it's fine. So yeah, so thank you all of you guys for coming by, and I really appreciate all your continuous support, and thank you all for your patience. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry again for being late for like more than 24 hours now. It's 24.5 hours that this video has been late, but again, I just moved to a new place, still have lots to unpack, and I still need to go back to the old home and pack a lot more things to move to the new house. Okay, so I'll try my best to keep up with the schedule, and again, I am still trying to keep up with all the comments. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and I will try my best to get back to you guys as soon as possible, as always. All right, so yeah, please give me a like, please subscribe for more if you guys haven't. So take care, and I'll see you guys at my next video. Take care and bye now.